Hi, welcome to No Construction, a future site, hopefully of Adele, but Adele. Um, I know I haven't posted on time. My bad on that. Recovering from kidney stone episode. So anyway, Commissioner's Court. I really wasn't all there. As in, I got such little sleep, allergies, and turns out I was also having problems with kidney stone. Well, kidney stones. Due to various things, excuses, reasons. I haven't seen what other people said during Commissioner's Court, but as usual, I'll read what I said. Uh, and due to internet troubles, I haven't been able to record me saying it. But hopefully, if people watch my previous videos, they'll see I definitely have the reputation of uh, I'm willing to say it to their face. I didn't say what I planned to say because with my allergies, having a hard time to talk with them, uh, I didn't want to. I wanted to say the whole thing, so I edited out a part. But here we go. Should be clear by most in this room, certainly those currently on the Commissioner's Court, where I stand. I'll repeat myself until I'm heard. Been told what I'm doing is like trying to stop an elephant. I care not for the size and power of the elephant. It's still a beast, and I am a man. Since 9/11, our freedoms have been forfeited at an accelerated rate. The idea is don't be greedy and only take a little at a time, just like raising the temp on a lobster. Long as it's a little at a time, most, if anyone, won't notice. Local Code 392 is just that. Mark Mayfield might be the face of it. Doubt he's the head of it, if you ask me. I was told, as a kid, just because everyone jumps off a bridge doesn't mean I have to. Just because other counties have made the mistake of agreeing to Local Code 392 doesn't mean we have to do the same. Once again, I lack understanding why there's seemingly a need to forfeit our freedoms. Been told by Georgetown and county workers and politicians, regardless how badly it affects what's left of our community, if developers want to destroy our land, it's their right, and nothing can be done about it. Okay, then, how can an abomination like Local Code 392 exist? My understanding is no politician has the capability to protect citizens, but has the power to allow Code 392 to happen. What am I missing? If the ability to create a carte blanche like Local Code 392 is there, then the ability to protect citizens and their land should also exist. But I'm told this is false. Someone please tell me what I'm missing. I say again, just because a given exists doesn't mean it has to be implemented. From what I can tell, most with the power will exercise that power at will. Give someone the power to steal, and that's certainly what will occur. To prevent this, the only wise action is to tell anyone suggesting codes like and similar to local code 392 is get bent. I said get no to say no. Someone wants laws like that, they're free to move elsewhere. I actually brought a rubber hose to offer up to Mark Mayfield. I didn't see him in the crowd, but like I said, I was out of it. I I was really expecting to almost collapse walking up and from and away from the podium. But yeah, they might as well say call local code 392 because it's the because law. Why is my land and life being destroyed? Because, you know, it is a monster of something to exist. I mean, why is somebody allowed to have a vicious weapon like that without having shield for the citizens? Because I guarantee you, all these condos that are being built and housing not that's being built but not being filled, those aren't going to go away. Those aren't going to be torn down for something that the area actually needs. It's not going to happen. And I don't see why that law needs to exist in the first place. It's okay, instead of having another, you know, 2 square miles of condos, how about, use it for the homeless? Because what's one of the uh, beautiful things about Local Code 392 is how it's worded. Um, you speak out against it, you sound like you don't want unfortunate people in unfortunate circumstances to have better or at least stable lives. You know, and I do. I really do. I've talked and talked and talked and talked in 3 minute intervals. I've also went directly to people and I've had anywhere from 20 minute to 40 or so minute conversations, and they can't. It can't be done. We can't do this. No, it's you don't want. Because when you look at it as a whole, if the politicians want it done, it gets done, legal or otherwise. Regardless of law, it gets handled. If they don't care for it, then oh well. See, this law exists, and you don't want to be a lawbreaker, do you? And once they find out you're a soldier, well, at least was a soldier, it's, well, these are the freedoms and things you fought for. You don't want to destroy that, do you? For lack of a better word, bitch, please. I know what I fought for. I know why I fought, and it's not to have people's lives destroyed. You know, because look at this. All right, as I've noticed, things like Local Code 392, if they're turned down, they'll be offered up again. And somebody's going to keep coming back offering that very fucking thing, if not something very similar to, maybe they'll change the words to make it more appealing. But essentially the bulk of the uh, laws like that want to be people want implemented, they'll keep coming back until they get a yes. And the funny thing is, a citizen can ask for help. I need help. I literally cannot do this myself. I get so much money a month, and even if I save every dime I get a year, I still wouldn't be able to afford half of it. I need help. And they're like, well, no, just da 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 da. You can keep coming back with that, asking for help, and you'll always get a no. I Again, I don't understand. Maybe well, I know I'm an idiot. It's not a maybe. And once it is implemented, very, very bad things will happen. I guarantee it. I'm going to show you here in a bit. Um, because by default, someone has to take the politician's place. There's always going to have to be politicians. the way we conduct our society. So someone, qualified or not, is going to take that position one day. And that's going to, maybe it's not this commissioner's court, maybe it's not the next, but I'm willing to bet in 2 or 3 commissioners, where it's a complete reset, where, yeah, all new members, or at least mostly new, majority new, you know, it's going to be these kids of today where they don't see a problem cheating as long as it's them doing the cheating. When someone cheats on them, oh my goodness, watch out. I can't believe they did it. I can't believe my significant other, my boyfriend, girlfriend cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make their lives miserable. You know, and all the little secrets they told me, I'm going to blast on the internet. And on top of that, they think that anything that falls out of their mouth is the greatest thing to ever hit the planet. I mean, there's a thing starting where the moon's fake, you know, and apparently, I thought it was a joke at first, and only a few people, but there's people that are actually believing the Earth is flat. I mean, what do you think's going to happen when those people get in a position of power? Someone's going to cheat on them. If not, have already done it. All right, somebody. We'll keep it simple. Somebody wronged them when they were 10. All right, now imagine them as a politician with the power to exercise local code 392. They will exercise that to destroy the person, that wronged them any, decade or so ago, maybe even longer. And there's nothing to be done because it's the law. You wouldn't want us to not exercise the law, would you? Is what's going to be the question, because that's what's being told to me. Regardless of how it's affecting everybody, you wouldn't want a law not to be exercised. And as I've told them, someone burst down my door, and I've provided, if I had the means to prevent them further entering my house, I could do it. That the law says I can do it. But I also have the ability to do nothing. If I feel the situation will be handled better by doing nothing, then I can do that. I won't be exercising the law. And apparently that's missed, it's lost on a few people. That won't happen with Local Code 392. It'll be, oh, here's this person from 5th, 6th grade that wouldn't share something with me that I wanted them to share with me, or they broke up with me for whatever reason. Here they are. They've made a life for themselves. Look at all this wonderful crap they have. Let's use local code 392 to take that all away, and then they're living on the street. Or somebody speaks out against the establishment, me, for example. They'll go, oh, you have all this stuff? All right, well, let's destroy that and your loved ones. So, as I've mentioned before, Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. All right, they talk about silent weapons for silent war. And how it's explained in the book is essentially like computer parts: input, output, what have you, stuff like that. Short list of inputs. Really all the question words: what, where, why, when, how, who. General sources of information: telephone taps, analysis of garbage, behavior of children in school, surveillance, standard of living, be it food, shelter, clothing, transportation, uh, social contacts. Well, we got all those. Political affiliations, membership in organizations, friends, personal paper trails, be it checking, credit card, tagged credit card purchases. I think really anything with a code on it. Assets being checking, savings, real estate, business, automotive, safety deposit box, stock market, liabilities, creditors, enemies, loans, government sources, all that good stuff. Oh, by the way, if you read the book, this is on page 592, uh, and you'll be able to see the end of it. It's like all the way to 593. Habit patterns, programming, strengths and weaknesses, activities, uh, fears, crime record, hospital records, psych records, which, ties into uh, where the VA pushes, I think, almost everybody to go see a psychiatrist, and why Williamson County wanted me to see a psychiatrist. You know, I broke down because what I was saying was upsetting, and apparently I need a psychiatrist for that. You know, no, no one asked really anybody to see a psychiatrist when they wreck a car. We're not talking about the death of a loved one here. You know, at least give somebody, 20 minutes to recover instead of going, oh, well, you've been upset for 5 minutes. I think you need to see a psychiatrist. That's why they're pushing it, whether they know it or not. Their methods of coping, drugs, entertainment, religious, anything to escape reality. Those are separate. I'm not saying those are. Payment modus operandi, pay on time. So yeah, they're really monitoring everything. Outputs, allocates opportunities, destroys opportunities, controls the economic environment, controls availability of raw material, controls capital, bank rates, currency, property, available goods, all that sort of stuff. It's quite a long list. Engages emotions. Table of strategies. To do this, keep the public ignorant, maintain access to control points for feedback, create preoccupation, attack the family unit, give less cash and more credit, and doles out attack the privacy of the church, social conformity, minimize attacks, protest, stabilize the consent, tighten control variabilities, less public organization. To get this, the less public organization, required reaction to outputs, prices, sales, lower defenses, control the education of the young, more self-indulgent and more data, destroy faith in the sort of government, computer programming, simplicity, maximize economic, it just goes on and on. The media, keep the adult public attention diverted away from the real social issues and captivate by matters of no real importance. Schools, keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, real history. Entertainment, keep the public entertained below a sixth grade level. Keep the public busy, busy, busy. It's all to get consent. Consent or conquest. Uh, I'm going to read this whole thing. I don't remember it exactly, but the artificial womb. From the time a person leaves the mother's womb, its every effort is directed towards building, maintaining, and withdrawing into artificial wombs various sorts of substitute protection devices or shells. The objective of this artificial womb is to provide a stable environment for both stable and unstable activity, to provide a shelter for the evolutionary process of growth and maturity, i.e., survival, to provide security for freedom and to provide defensive protection for offensive activity. This is equally true for both general public and the elite. However, there is a definite difference in the way each of these classes go about the solution of the problem. Excuse me. That's just 2 pages of this book. You know, it's excuse me. Yeah, that's just 2 pages. Now, some stuff I think is a bit out there, but William Cooper does not offer anything he doesn't have evidence for. I don't, if I remember correctly, there's no conjecture. He doesn't assume anything. He clarifies evidence. He states what he sees. Um, I think, I mean, yeah, I think for the most part, it's not the whole thing. I don't want to say the whole thing because I don't remember everything in the book. But yeah, and Local Code 392 ties into that. If you like to hear more about Behold the Pale Horse, I'm willing, let me know in the comments. Um, Tell me in person when you see me. And but I definitely recommend picking up a copy because if I read it, record me reading it, especially passages, it could be nitpicking, picking out things that benefit my cause and all that other good stuff. Or reading things out of context is what it's called. On top of that, I think it's going to be so shocking that you're just going to have to pause the video and walk away for a bit, and then you're going to have to remember, what timestamp. Versus the book, you can put a bookmark in there, what have you. The first part is hard to get through, I admit. But yeah, if you want more, let me know. Be glad to do it. And because I'm lazy, and apparently on YouTube you can ask for funds, yeah, my life's in shambles. Well, I don't want to say shambles. That's, my life's hard, struggling with a few things. But I guess on YouTube you can ask. And I would like a better camera setup. So, if you want to donate that or money, say, hey, no, I want you to use this money for this. Otherwise, if things are donated, especially funds, I'll probably use it for things to, I guess, ease my hardships. Not to be a greedy ass. But, yeah. Not drugs or anything. Like, this part of the house needs fixed. Boom, using it. Hey, it's been over 5 years. How about I get a new shirt? Stuff like that is probably what I'll use it on. So, donating directly what you want me to use. Alright, thanks for watching.